everyone, and welcome in to the final race of the round of 12 here in the Season 2 San Jose Sharks Cup Series playoffs. Just 12 drivers coming into today, still in contention for a Season 2 championship, and only 8 are going to walk out of this track with that opportunity. It's been a great round of 12 drivers thus far here coming into today. I'm excited to see how everything's going to play out. One of those drivers to watch for, Kyle Larson, coming off a big win in Knoxville on dirt. We knew Kyle was going to be competitive. He was. Almost got the job done. Look out for Kevin Harvick starting on the pole. He's been kind of a dark horse pick, very strong lately in the playoffs. Look for him to get it done in that Busch Latte number 4. And Corey LaJoie comes in 9 points below the cut line. Can he make a push and try and get below and get above that final spot? Get a look at this beautiful track here in Miami, Florida. Homestead, Miami, the location for the final race of the round of 12. Some throwback cars on display here in the middle of the infield. Time for your starting lineup in Homestead. The final race of the round of 12. Only 8 drivers will remain in the playoffs after today. One of those could potentially be Kevin Harvick. He starts on the pole. And Kyle Busch starts second, not even a playoff driver. Then in row number 2, it's Christopher Bell and Eric Jones. Christopher Bell taking Eric Jones in the offseason. Row number 3, Young Money Kyle Larson, last week's winner, and Martin Truex Jr. Row number 4, 2 playoff drivers, Kurt Busch and Joey Logano. Behind them, it's Chase Elliott and Daniel Suarez. Then behind them, it's number 6, Ryan Newman and Corey LaJoie, number 6 and 7. 2 playoff drivers. Corey needs a big race today to get above the cut line, though. William Byron has a win in the first race of the round of 12 at San Jose, and then Chris Buescher. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Tyler Reddick are behind them. Then it's going to be John Hunter Nemechek and Chase Briscoe. Behind them, Brad Keselowski and Cole Custer, 2 Fords. Then it's going to be Matt Benedetto and Alex Bowman, 2 drivers that have just really struggled their whole San Jose Sharks Cup Series career, unfortunately. Maybe they can get it turned around in Season 3. Ty Dillon had a terrible run in a race he needs to do well, comes in below the cut line. We'll see if he can get above it here in Homestead. Timmy Hill and Bubba Wallace, Lehigh Valley Phantoms cars, minor league AHL hockey team, farm system of the Philadelphia Flyers in the NHL. Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain. Rounding out the field all by himself is winner at Texas in Race 7 of Season 1, Austin Dillon, has had a terrible Season 2. But here are your standings coming into today. Drivers below the cut line. Corey LaJoie is -9. Joey Logano is -16. Ty Dillon -18. Eric Jones is -19. Ty Dillon, Joey Logano, and Eric Jones all in must-win situations. The cars roll off the grid. We're about ready to get set. Here we go. Green flag in Homestead. In the air. Let's go racing in the round of 12 for the final time. Harvick, Busch lead him into turn number 1, and you get the field flyby down the backstretch. Harvick leads him into turn number 3. Now hard into 4, leading him down on the inside. Now Kyle Busch looks to get up to his bumper. Busch, as Eric Jones comes up side by side with him, down the back straightaway. Now into the front stretch, as Kevin Harvick leads us on to 3 out of 10. Down the back now, Harvick hard into turn number 3. Denny Hamlin to the high side. They make contact. As now Kyle Busch gets to the inside. Now Eric Jones side by side with Kyle Larson going down the backstretch. Oh, Denny Hamlin gets wiggly and crashing. It's William Byron going up and over, rolling around. Caution is out in Homestead for the biggest crash of Season 2. A huge crash, taking out almost 12 drivers, it seems. Look at that carnage in Homestead. Trying to dive it too deep, William Byron, and he goes up and over. Look at that. Just gets freight trained on the driver's side door by both Logano and Stenhouse. Then Daniel Suarez and the new Gott Brothers racing car having a good run today gets tagged as well. One more time. Logano does not cut him any brakes. And he gets pushed from the side. Ricky Stenhouse then comes in. No brakes there. And look at that car roll. And then in front of him, Newman gets turned by Truex. William Byron just rolling like a toy car. And everyone just piles it in, nowhere to go. But as that was happening, we saw Denny Hamlin at a flat tire. He goes on pit road. He's actually going to be saved by this caution, fortunately, because he was on pit road during the caution come out. So he will stay on the lead lap. Lucky for him, very lucky, but not lucky for any of these drivers. Look at this, just carnage pile up. Unbelievable. Hard to watch, and especially when you slow it down this much. And you see Daniel Suarez and that new rookie driver only raced about 5 races this far. A couple in that 99, now in the 96 for the rest of the year. And a tough way to start it. Red flag thrown, as it should be. We're going to check out some cleanup, but before we do, let's look at the cars involved. So you can see the cars parked on the back that made it out. Not many made it out. Denny Hamlin being one of those on pit road. Cars involved: Ryan Newman, chase car. The blue ones are the chase cars. Martin Truex, William Byron, Joey Logano below the cut line. Suarez, Stenhouse, LaJoie below the cut line. LaJoie came in as one of those guys right below the cut line trying to make a push here today. He is not going to be able to do that from the garage. Ryan Newman hauled off. Tough last 2 races for Ryan. He had a pretty big cushion coming into the round of 12 due to his win in Darlington. But yeah, it's been a really rough round. He had a bad race in Knoxville, finishing 26th. Now today, he goes out early. William Byron, kind of the man that started this crash, being a little too aggressive. He went for a wild ride. But he does have a win in the round of 12, so he's locked in to the round of 8, sorry. Joey Logano, below the cut line. He needed a good day. Pretty much a must-win. John Hunter Nemechek. Tyler Reddick. Corey LaJoie, tough to see that GoDaddy being hauled off, as he will also be eliminated from the playoffs. Trying to make it to the round of 12 for the first time in his career. He made it to the round of 12 in the Go Fast Racing 32 last year, too. Just couldn't quite make it to the round of 8. Very close again this year. He really turned it on late. He was struggling in the beginning of the year with the switchover, but man, as of late, he has been great. Cole Custer, Brad Keselowski. Wow. Matt Benedetto. Wow. Look at all these cars just going to junk, unfortunately. But here we go. The cleanup is complete. The red flag is upheld, and the green flag is back. 7 out of 10, 4 to go. Harvick, Busch lead him into 1. So you get the field flyby. Now Harvick and Busch side by side, 3 wide behind him. Denny Hamlin tries to make a move. Now it's Kevin Harvick. Harvick to the inside. Kyle Busch stays on the high side. Harvick tries to pull away on the inside. They're side by side down the backstretch. Into turn up 3. Harvick slides up and clears Busch. Here comes Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin, not even a top 5 in his San Jose Sharks Cup Series career. He makes a move to the inside. Past Kevin Harvick. Denny Hamlin under the lead. To the high side now. Kurt Busch goes low. They're crashing again. Kevin Harvick, Christopher Bell, and the caution is out in Homestead yet again. Oh my goodness. Ambulance is out yet again as Christopher Bell gets tight coming up out of 2 and puts it into the quarter panel of Harvick. Take a look at this. Yep, he just comes up into Harvick's quarter panel and then it all breaks loose from there. Unfortunately, Kevin Harvick, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, cars involved. Eric Jones, one of those drivers that needs a good race today, pretty much a must-win. I don't think he got as much damage, so I won't be surprised if he's able to just to pit, try and redo this. But man, that's still going to put it so hard for him to try and get up and push for this win in just 2 laps when we restart in overtime, because that was the white flag. Kyle Busch, tough for him. He was having a great run today up there battling for the lead. But how about Denny Hamlin? Denny Hamlin, not even a single top 5 in 26 races here so far in his San Jose Sharks Cup Series career, and he's up there leading us to the line in overtime. Can he hold him off? As you see Eric Jones out, but here we go. Green-white checker, 2 laps to go. Homestead, Miami. Hamlin, Busch, lead him to the line. Now into 1. Hamlin pulls away. Denny Hamlin down the backstretch. Clears Kurt Busch as Ross Chastain comes to his bumper. White flag in the air. Can Hamlin hold him off? Denny Hamlin has Ross Chastain on his bumper. Chastain goes high. Not going to be enough. Denny Hamlin does it. Denny Hamlin wins for the first time in his San Jose Sharks Cup Series career. After winless in Season 1, winless most of Season 2, never even had a top 5 before. And he comes out of nowhere in Homestead. Gets saved by the fact that caution came out when he had to pit for a flat tire. And this race flipped on its head. And Denny Hamlin, unbelievable, remarkable unexpected win in Homestead, Miami, where dreams are made. Kurt Busch brings it home second. Eric Jones comes all the way from the back on that green-white checker to finish third. Great drive for him, just probably won't be enough. Ross Chastain fourth. Kyle Larson fifth. Timmy Hill finishes sixth in that new 66. Ty Dillon, Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman. But man, those results are really skewed with all those wrecks. We saw a lot of chase drivers not having very good days due to that wreck, and one of those drivers not in the chase gets the win. It's Denny Hamlin in the FedEx 11. Wow. So here are your round of 8 standings. So this shows who makes it above the cut line going into the first round of 8 race next week. Kyle Larson 219, Ricky Stenhouse 190, Kurt Busch 190. They're tied. Kevin Harvick 186. Below the cut line going into the first race of the round of 8. Christopher Bell -10, Ryan Newman -12, Chase Elliott -13, and William Byron is 15 back. But they advance. So let's check out, unfortunately, who did not make it from the round of 12 to the round of 8. But wow, those drivers below the cut line have their work cut out for them. Drivers eliminated in the round of 12, unfortunately. Eric Jones, 16 back. Corey LaJoie, 17 back. Ty Dillon, 20 back. Joey Logano, 21 back. No one able to really get up there and get close and make it interesting, unfortunately. And they all go home. Solid seasons. It's always hard to see people go out, but only one driver can be crowned champion. And a solid top 12 season finish is not bad at all for these drivers. Just 4 races remain after today, 3 in the round of 8, and then the championship from Gettysburg Motor Speedway. What a race at Homestead. It had an underdog winner, it had huge crashes, it had just about everything you could want. And just like that, that wraps up the round of 12. We are one step closer to crowning the Season 2 champion. We hope to see you next week for the start of the round of 8. Thanks for watching.